Today we're diving into the health and fitness element of the wheel of life. Your body is your greatest asset. Are you fueling it to thrive or just survive? Let's take a deep dive into how you can take a bit of a stock check and see how you can truly feel your best. So it all starts in the trusty journal, health and fitness. So what is health and fitness? If we're going to make a start into this, health and fitness is your physical well-being and overall fitness levels. This includes things like how well you exercise, if you exercise, your nutrition, your sleep, and how you genuinely feel in your body. So, do you feel energized, strong, in good health, or do you often feel like you're tired, or maybe you are prone to getting ill, or feel like you neglect your body's needs? So, some questions you might want to ask yourself when rating yourself out of 10 on this one would be: do I feel, use the handwriting, physically healthy and full of energy daily? So, if you're constantly relying on drinking coffee, if you're constantly tired, if you constantly don't feel like you're able to get going in the day, you'd think this is quite low. Now, I would say myself, do I feel physically healthy and full every day? I would say most days. Most days I'm quite full of beans. And if I'm not, it's not usually because of my body or tiredness, it's usually my brain that gets in the way, to be honest. So most days, that's quite good. So that's a point up, shall we say. If they're all pointing up, it'll all be good to go. So that's one question. So another question: how consistent am I with exercise and physical activity? So obviously this is what it says on the tin. So how often do I exercise? How often do I participate in something physical? Now, there's some caveats here. So for me, for my wife, for example, when she cleans the house, she goes on an absolute mad one and runs around for a good old while, whereas myself, at a lot slower pace, so I wouldn't necessarily consider that much physical activity. And I would say not very often. So this would be a point down. So they sort of balance out in a minute. So we're currently probably saying about 5 out of 10. So another question: 3, by eating a balanced and nutritious diet that fuels my body. So for everybody out there who lives on energy drinks alone, this isn't for you. That's not a good point for you. So for this times, I would say it's probably about 50-50. So we'll put that as a neutral arrow. So what I mean by that is I'll cook a lot of meals myself, and if I do, they're usually very healthy and balanced, but then I'm also prone to a quick takeaway and indulge in that way. But that just comes down to lifestyle and all that sort of stuff. So this isn't a have a go at yourself sort of thing. This is you taking a stock check of how you're doing and then reflecting upon it. So the next question you should probably ask yourself is something along the lines of: do I get enough sleep? And what I mean by that isn't necessarily do you get 8 hours a night, because some people need more, some people need less. But do you wake up feeling rested, refreshed, ready to take the day? Or do you wake up feeling tired and like you could do with more sleep? Or do you feel like you sleep way too much? So I think I sleep fine. So we'll say that's a point up, in the sense that I have about 7 hours sleep a night, pretty much like clockwork, purely because I can fall asleep anywhere. So because I can fall asleep anywhere, it means that there's not much that will stop me from going to sleep if I get tired. And then I have my alarm set for the same time every day, which keeps me going. So number 5, another question: do I manage stress in ways that support physical health? So what it means by this would be, if I feel signs of stress, do I take it easy? Do I rain check? Or do I plow on through, potentially causing further stress? What do I do? So in this instance, I would say, again, 50-50. So with all this being said, I'll say my health and fitness is probably a 5 out of 10. I'd mark myself on the Wheel of Life. So some example goals of what you might want to set yourself to improve your score could be increase your exercising for 30 minutes 3 times a week. Maybe drink 2 litres of water daily. Maybe it could be meal prep your lunches for the week, meaning you have better, healthier, more sustainable food ready to go for you. You could start to get yourself an established bedtime routine. So making sure that you try and get the 7 to 8 hours of sleep needed and then reflect from there. You could also maybe practice yoga or meditation twice a week to try and manage your stress levels in a certain way. There's lots of other ways and examples of goals that you can do to improve your health and fitness score, and this has just been a way to get your actual number that you will then plot on your health and fitness Wheel of Life. So I'll rock mine now. So I'm not going to do a circle because there's no way I'd be able to draw one, so bust out the fancy pen. Perfect. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 out of 10 on health and fitness. And next we'll be going over career and work / business. So if you're interested for a deep dive in that one, so we'll be going over career and work / business. And if you're interested in going into a deep dive on that one, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for the next one.